What's going on, guys? Justin from Subimods here. Today we are installing the DARKMATTERX shifter assembly in our 22 WRX. A little background on DARKMATTERX is they're actually American made and veteran owned. And this assembly is unlike anything else on the market today. This is a billet aluminum CNC machined replacement for your factory plastic shifter assembly. This is DARKMATTERX's patented design, available in raw aluminum, black, or also red. The biggest complaints with the 15 plus WRX cable transmissions is quite a bit of slop and a lack of feel between the driver and the vehicle. The DARKMATTERX shifter is intended to resolve that issue, and it gives it a more direct feel with the transmission for the driver. So the first step, once you have the vehicle in the air, got to take the heat shield off. This is attached by some 12mm bolts. As you can see, we were able to slide the heat shield back. We do have an aftermarket exhaust on this, so we did have a little bit of issue because of the resonator, but we were still able to move it back. With the factory exhaust, it's probably quite a bit easier as the diameter is smaller and more room to play around with. Next step in the process is disconnecting the shifter box here. As you can see, there are 4 10mm nuts that need to come out. Then it's just as simple as pulling this down. The next step is taking off these metal clips from the cables and then disconnecting the linkage. So the black linkage literally just pushes off. And on the white clip, there is a spring clip that you have to spread and pull down. So pull both sides and then it just pops right down. Next step in the process is popping the actual cables out of the box, as you can see. And then from there, we are disconnecting the 10mm nuts that hold the box in place. One right there, one here, and the last one right here. Once you have the hardware out, you can see the box is loose. Next step is we are taking out the cable that has the white connector on it. By doing that, you've removed this 12mm bolt here, which is holding both cables in place. Once you remove this cable, you can reapply this bracket with the one remaining. Once you have the loom disconnected, take the cable out and then replace the remaining one back in place and reconnect the bracket. Now we're on the passenger side, and what we have to do to get to this side of the linkage is we have to disconnect this bracket. So take these 2 12mm bolts out. The next step of the process is we have to disconnect this right here and also take this clip out, and then we can take the whole cable itself right out of the car. Slide the cable off the shifter plate and through the bracket. And this cable is not going back on. Alright guys, now we are done with the removal underneath the car. So now we can lower the car down and start taking stuff out from the inside. And then we gotta pop the shift boot trim, which just pulls up. There are a few clips, and then you just pull the boot up and over the reverse lock. The 12mm bolts, which hold the shifter lever assembly in. There's 4 of them here, 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 and also here. There are also a couple hidden Phillips head trim screws located here. Next step, you have to disconnect the wire harness from both sides of the shifter assembly There's one connection over here and another here. And now you can remove the shifter assembly itself. You want to lift it up and away from the carpet in the front, which can be rather difficult. And you just take this out as a whole, not going back in the car again. Now we're going to install the DARKMATTERX shifter assembly into the car. So by doing that, first off, you want to kind of twist it in to the driver's side and kind of swoop in so the bracket clears. And then once it's level, you just twist it over. Let's see how this goes. Alright, so now it's in place, let's start snugging it up. So from the provided hardware, we got the bolts here. They're a 13 mil head, so get that socket ready. The longer bolts go in the front and the shorter go in the rear, which go into the factory mounting points that the original shifter was in. So you just snug the front one right there and then the rear one right here. Next up, you're going to slide the driver's side bracket into place from up top. Once the bracket's in place, just finger tight the bolts. Next step is to install the cable bracket, which is supplied with nut and bolt. You're going to be mounting it onto this hole right here. It has to be forward facing, so before you tighten it down, just make sure it's straight forward and then snug it up. Now we're putting the Allen head screws into the bracket on the driver's side. Just make sure that the bracket is flush with the base of the shifter assembly and you should be good to go. For doing the rear one, it's easier to move this assembly toward the rear of the car so you can line up the holes better. Alright guys, so next we're actually taking off this bracket right here, which is held in by 4 12 mil bolts. There's one right here, 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 and then there's one up in the tunnel on the side, which is going to be tricky, but you should be able to do it with a wrench. For the one on the back of the transmission, it's actually best to use the extension because without that, it's pretty tight. Now we're going to put the shift rod in, and what you want to do is take the heim joint, thread it in 6 or 7 threads on each end, and the way it goes in, the more aggressive bend is the one that goes up to the actual shifter. Before mounting the rod, you got to make sure that you put the little round washer on the shift plate, and then you put the rod in place. Once the heim joint's in place, you take the cotter pin and you just slide it into the shifter plate so it keeps it in place. And also be sure to tighten the nut on the rod for the shifter plate. Back in the car again, we're going to use the supplied Allen's head bolt and mount the shifter lever assembly to the actual base. Once you got the rod mounted securely to the actual shifter lever with that Allen head bolt, just make sure that you can go back and forth. You're just going into 3rd and 4th and making sure that the rod itself isn't hitting on the tunnel. Once you confirm that it's not hitting anywhere, you just have to tighten down this lock nut and you should be all set for that. Next step, once you're back under the car, you have to adjust the one cable that's still utilized from the original setup. By doing that, just make sure that the cable itself is in the new bracket that you installed, and you have to have this mount onto the rod right here. And the one way to adjust this is take a flathead, but you pry in between like that, and once you have the screwdriver in there, you pull down so it pops out. And from here you can adjust it back and forward. Once you have it opened up, and you have the cable in place, you want to reinstall the clip so it holds it in place so you can adjust it properly. Like so. As you can see, we're able to get the cable onto the arm without any tensions. Now it is able to come on and off without any issue. Once you have the cable adjusted, make sure you have it oriented like this with the divot down, and then just slide it onto the shaft. And then next you take the cotter pin, and there's a hole in the top of the shaft that this goes on. You just put it through it so it locks it in place so it does not come undone. All right, so now we're technically all done with the install under here. So we're going to reinstall the heat shield, and then everything else up top, it's just buttoning it back together and trying it out. Back in the car, now we're going to adjust the shift stops on both the driver's side and passenger side. When doing it, you have to adjust this 10 mil nut right here, and then this 12 mil bolt. It's like that on both sides. If you don't adjust the passenger side correctly, what will happen is the reverse lock will be bypassed and you can accidentally go into that. We already adjusted it, as you can see, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So it's in sixth right now. And it won't go past the reverse lock. Now it's in place. Without this properly being adjusted, it will just go into reverse, and that's the last thing you want to do. Alright guys, once you make sure that all the nuts and bolts are secured, and you can easily go through all the gears, like we already showed. Next thing, probably one of the coolest and simplest things about this is, you can actually adjust the height just by turning this up or down. And you can do this normally without the shift boot in place, but we're just doing it to show you. You can raise it up to 1 inch if you want the shift knob a little bit higher. The last step of the install is actually putting the shifter boot and trim back in place. As you guys can obviously tell, there's a pretty big hole in the transmission tunnel. We're currently waiting for the shifter box to arrive, but we just wanted to get it installed just so you guys had a better understanding of the actual install itself and also how the shifter mechanism works. The DARKMATTERX shifter is not your standard shifter upgrade. This is the ultimate shifter upgrade for your 22 WRX. Although this comes in just around $1,300, I feel like there's no real comparison in the market for what this has to offer. Coming from someone who loves performance driving, I feel like this is well worth the investment. And I feel like this really does change the feel and vibe of the cable shifted transmission. All in all, well worth the investment in my opinion. Alright guys, so as you can see, the install is done. Everything's buttoned up. It shifts with the gears as it should. It's nice and crisp. It honestly now feels more mechanical. It feels more like an actual STI shifter. Feels like you're more engaged in the drivetrain itself. Altogether, the install, it did take a couple hours. We did take our time. It's honestly probably like a 6 out of 10 for difficulty, but all in all, we were able to do it with just basic hand tools. Altogether, it changed my whole opinion in the actual shifting of the WRX as it should be from the manufacturer. So check out for link in the description, and like I said, any questions, comments, anything, just feel free to reach out.